Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Yooka-Laylee. So, we want to see what this transformation DNA ray does for us. And I guess we have to talk to this lady first to do that. It was ever so kind of you to activate the lights, speed house. You really helped me come into port. Have you discovered this book's world molecule yet? I can use it to power my marvelous DNA ray. We found the token, it was easy. Now move over, Doc. I'll open the machine up and put it in. Don't touch, it's a very delicate piece of machinery. Yeah, keep your bowl on. The transformation better be good this time. So, honestly, I think there's maybe one or two things we can get right now, and then the rest of the stuff in this world I think has to be collected once we expand this world, which is not what we're gonna do next. We're going to instead, alright, so now we've turned into a pirate ship. I suppose that'll do. To control the spaceship, use the left stick to sail and A to boost. Careful with X, Y, and B though, they trigger your weapons. Alright, so is it X shoots everything? Okay. So we were wondering about this, how there possibly could be a situation where I would need to get the fire ability by eating the plants, and that's not the case at all. It has nothing to do with eating the plants, it's just transforming yourself here. So we'll see, X and B both seem to be things that turn on the same thing. Burr, that was a bit too chilled in there. Thanks for thawing me out. Alright. Alright, well, so the question I guess to ask is, how far can we go in different directions before we fall off at this water planet? Is there possibly some kind of collectible in the vast distance over here, or is this just a waste of time? Because you kind of don't want to have to transform twice. But come to think of it, yeah, there's kind of no reason to do this right now, because we may expand the world and it may just double the amount of ocean, and if it doubles the amount of ocean, then there may be some more collectibles that way. This still looks like something you should be able to hit. What is this shooting? Explosive cannons. Okay. Well, none of those seem like they are the right thing. The good news is it seems like once you hit these things and change the world, it seems permanent. Hey, you up here. He's upside down. Would you be so kind to save me from this cagey? Oh, the whole cage is upside down. Alright. Let's make a special efforts to melt everything and see if we can collect all the things we need to collect. So you have 3 different abilities, and this is really the only example I think we'll have in the game in which you have all 3 of the abilities at the same time. Everybody else, every other scenario, you've had to get a limited time ability, and that was that. So what opens this? That's the question, I guess. So maybe nothing opens it. Maybe you just have to work your way around and shoot from the angle. That might be the case. Or maybe we expand the world. See, to get the fire to work, though, we really would have to be able to cross over. Maybe this opens the front gate. Ah, yes it does. That space gate is down. Repeat, the space gate is down. Good. Is there anything else we need to shoot in this little island? I don't know what you call an island surrounded by a wall of rocks, if there's any special name for that. There probably is. Doesn't seem like I'm close enough to hit that from that angle. Should be able to hit it from this angle though. Okay. That seems good. But then I suppose this problem of we can get in there. I guess we can't get in there. We'll just do this. Yeah. Guess that's all what we needed to do. You did it. We just right next to me. Yeah, I don't see a good argument to believe that I could get in much of anything else here. So, let's come back here, press A to get transformed back to what we were before. No. I'm trying to jump off, and every time I press A, it asks if I want to transform again. Alright. So we can talk to this guy. Thanks again for throwing me out. If you can expand this world, we can begin an adventure together. So we can't even do anything with that. And then almost certainly that's something. Yeah, I don't think that there's any other things that can be done. So let's return to the hub. We got particularly a small amount of stuff done in this final world, but that's fine. I mean, that's how it was going to work. And we are basically going to be saving the vast majority of our time and our Pagies trying to get the... Forgot I could fly. I'm trying to think, how do I get up here? Or how did I do it the first time, but now you can just fly now. Alright. So this whole race, even though my energy and my health is kind of low, doesn't matter because we now have an invincibility ball, which... Alright, no, it still matters. So... Gotta be more careful. I'm just gonna pull back really slow and solemn here. But see, if you pull back, you don't really have time. So, let's see. Let's get our health back. So, run, jump, push forward, hope you get lucky with your setup. Hopefully you don't run into things. Come on. Come on. If I can just kind of slowly make it through. Like, yeah, I'm still several seconds short. So it's like time needs to, you really need to just get the first couple of these lined up fast so that you get the first part done by pressing forward, and then if you have to slow down any, it's all in the next step. And then you go ahead and try your best to rush through this. 3 seconds, 0 seconds. Like, I got all of them in that case, and it's just too slow. I don't get what they want me to do here. Like, I think what they want you to do is not slow down at all, which seems not really doable. So, yeah, this is a life situation again. Just, if I rushed it really fast, maybe I could, and had more life, I could maybe make it all the way through. So yeah, we're still having that as a problem. Okay. Which way is the direction we want to go? Not that way, because that's nothing. Not that way, because that's nothing. Where's the shortcut? Is it this way? This goes to 4, which Maybe this makes sense. Alright, I did want to check over here and see if there was anything down here in this toxic sludge. I think the answer is probably no. It's super bright, so it's kind of impossible to look anyways. Alright, I think that the answer is no, there isn't anything down there. Let's go over here. So that will knock those over now. Now I'll hit the switch. And that's just a Pagie. Alright. How would you like it if I came to your place of work and started knocking things over? So he's actually even reacting to what I just did. Come on, get out of the way. But that does seem like that's the... Seems like that's all it was. Was one Pagie over. I'm surprised the world is not bigger. I'm surprised I can just clip through the things too. Like, this overworld is fine, it's just I'm surprised you don't expand it at some point. Oh man, this, I need to get down lower before I die. Come on. Come on, let me through. So we're looking for 5 quillies and like a insignificantly small amount of Pagies in the overworld. It's not really necessary to find all of those right now, but particularly when we're on this edge of the overworld, it seems to just connect. We kind of are all over the place. Let's see. Okay. I think we're getting to the right area, but sure aren't doing it quickly. Actually, I think there is a shortcut over this way. Yeah. If I just jump down here, this takes us to the front place. And since we have all the abilities, we might as well go to the beginning of the whole game and just effectively do our second loop. Because there really shouldn't be anything that stops us now. Does this door open automatically? Yes, it does. thought maybe you had to hit the button. So I bet all 5 quillies that we're looking for are somewhere around here. Let's see. Because, yeah, we wouldn't have been able to make it to any of these areas before. And now we can just straight up fly. But boy, is this awkward. Like, alright, there's our first health upgrade. Look, it's me, the amazing health extender. Collect us to extend your health. Sweet. So, we've learned something very important there. The health extenders are not part of some other process. Like, they're just collectibles that are going to be floating around. Flying is your friend, and I've got to make sure I do this right. Actually, on further consideration, that there's probably a lot of things that could have been done differently in the controls wise, because these controls are bad. And we're collecting Pagies just because we're trying to collect them all. No, well, not just because that. We also have to extend some of the other stuff. Just look under the water and see if there's actually anything under the water to collect. Here's the bat, where the place where I guess the bat lives. Right. I'll just run up here. Now this guy wanted to be pounded. To fire. Blah, I can breathe. Thank you. That's another one. I knew it was that yellow newspaper. Grab it and pop it into recycling. Would you? Alright, now. We just gotta fly down here and land. There's nothing there. So we definitely had treasure chests to collect. So there's almost certainly 3 more treasure chests in this area that I should smash, and then I think that's all there is to do. What we don't want to have happen here is a situation where we have to specifically come back a second time because I have the wrong tonic and can't find a secret. That's where the game began. We're just lying on a rock. So, let's see, when we look at the totals here, we're looking at Hickory Hive. There's 7 more Pagies there's an energy extension, and then there's like 3 more of the feathers, quillies. So let's go over here. There weren't enemies in this section of the game, by the way, originally, so that they've refilled this area. But they refilled them with the easiest enemies in the game, so we didn't find anything that would imply that that was a door. I thought that was a secret passage, but there hasn't been a single secret passage in the game at all. Perhaps disappointingly. So I guess the question is going to come down to, did I miss a treasure chest? Or are there just 2 more quillies somewhere else? Yeah, there's kind of nothing here. You can't fly up over that area. You have to go through here. We'll just walk around this whole section. See if there's anything that looks like we could have missed something. I kind of think everything else is still in this area. It would be nice for that fast travel section if they had just said you've collected everything in this area. Or in this sub area. Yeah, there's 1 more quilly, 1 energy thing, and 7 Pagies. Which I'm not sure how that happened, but okay. We are flying around looking. That doesn't break when you're in the water. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. So we need the hunter ability so we can just hear when there's collectibles nearby. Not that we even have it very loud, so it's still very possible I wouldn't hear. Interesting, you can get on top of this tree and that doesn't do anything. Well, the good news is we do know that there's this. So much easier to reach this area. Like this. Right, so ball and then X and then release. And then get burnt by fire. So where does this lead us? Nowhere. There's nothing in the water, it seems. Yeah, I don't really hear Quilly. All I hear is the music. And we've already expanded this book as much as possible. So in we go. I would have to admit, if I was writing this story and it was going to be a story where going in the books, I probably would have been a little bit lazier, frankly. They went with environmental places, like you got a kind of Amazon foresty tribal area in the first area. I probably would have gone with stories. Storybook books, things set in the world of like Robin Hood, Peter Pan, things like that. And you still need more energy. You probably could have done both, but that would have been a lot more 3D environments to make. And yeah, 3D levels and worlds are not free by any means. Let's fly here now. Now that we can actually fly, there's... Alright, let's not fall to our doom, though. Okay. So, as soon as my energy is better, just gonna start flying, I think, in circles. Feels like there might be several Pagies. Up there. And you can't pick up Pagies with your tongue. I'm wondering if perhaps I got an ability now that makes this make less sense. Let's see. So these aren't Pagies, these are just pieces of paper. Okay. That one's clearly a Pagie. Right. So, yeah. I don't know if we have to get all the pieces of paper or if we're specifically let's see, I think if I timed it right, I could probably just do that. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, but this would take too long. Where'd it go? It apparently decided to change its trajectory. There we go. So that's one of them. But I think really they want me to get the rest also. So maybe these are all in kind of a flight path where if you just are careful, you'll get them. That might be the case. Hurry up, you're cluttering my view. How many more are there? There's a couple more, and they all seem to be kind of low. Yeah, one of them at least one of them does land on this area. Land over here. So I think this really is a wait situation. Or maybe I should be looking at the airstreams. Yeah, if I just looked at the airstreams, that might be a solution too. I don't think my tongue sucking ability would. Let's see. Yeah, there's an airstream here, but it doesn't seem like it's blowing any more trash. So there probably are some airstreams that don't get used anymore. We've probably collected it. So is there one that comes over this way? Maybe going in the opposite direction is a mistake. There's one. Maybe we should just fly towards them. We're taking too long. Well, if you want to do this sign, you're more than welcome. Because this wonky controls kinda suck. How many more are flying around? I see 2 pieces of paper flying around. Right. And it's just straight up telling me I'm taking too long permanently now. Which we'll just try to cut this off at the pass. That's not working. So yeah, you do need to. So if you have the energy bar still up and available, it can, butterflies will refill your energy bar. So I think maybe the game's a little glitched, saying you're taking too long. Otherwise it's just being rude and taking up the screen at the same time, which doesn't help me. Was that last week's TV guide? May need that. Right. Last one. It's low and kind of tight and a little wider, and we need the land. Can we do anything to make our energy refill? No, you'd think taking a knee like this would let that speed the process up, but it doesn't. Now the nightmare scenario here is that this doesn't do anything, and all I needed to do was collect the one thing. Right, wider than the airstream. Almost had it. It's just on the edge. Is that the smell of garbage, or are you? Seriously, wasn't that the last one? Let's talk to this character. We cleaned up all the garbage, sir. About time. I suppose you did an alright try. Try not to take as long next month, okay? No reward. Alright, well that absolutely sucks. Okay. Next question. When we look at the totals here for this area, there's a ton of stuff we're still missing. So all I can do is guess it's all related to being way up here. So let's start at the top, save ourselves some frustration, and we'll work our way down. Let's see. What is this? This is just a cannon. Let's just hit it. Didn't fire. Why did you not fire? Do we have to talk to him first? Do we know you? Hello, I'm Bless2e. Perhaps you've met my brother, Blasto. He's got a big mouth. He loves a cannonball for tea. Anyway, since you're passing through, perhaps you can do me a favor. See my 4 friends over there? Okay. Those are your friends? Today is their birthday. I was hoping to help you deliver my presents. They don't look very friendly. I think one of them just blew a raspberry at you. Oh no, we're all the best of mates. Please give me a little pat on the back so I can deliver these wonderful gifts. Sure. Sure, Bless2e will help you. Excellent. So this is the second example of us being tricked into doing something evil. There we go. Blam. That's the last time they mock me. Let's get out of here, Yoko. This guy is a right loose cannon. By the way, I actually do have a present up here. It's over there if you want it. We'll find it blessed to you just to have a relaxing day. So, yay, we got another Pagie for just doing some wanton acts of violence. Alright. There's an energy charger. And I do believe I saw a platform. There's nothing in the middle here. I don't think there's any quillies on the edges here. Yeah. So that's the way we were supposed to get up. Was via this. But you don't need that anymore because you can just fly. And that's going to be the case, I think, for a lot of things going forward. We're just going to be able to fly and cheat things. And this might turn into a problem when we're looking for quillies, because the quillies might be hidden in specific spaces. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Alright, that just wrapped us around to a different area. And that area this would have been the place where we would have gone to get up to that area. So we can do the easy version of this journey by simply climbing. Right. So, right, that getting blown off the edges still is not something that you can work around. Oh, it's a bit windy up here. Okay. Here's the first minecart challenge. So we're gonna have to do it. So let's pay attention. What do we say? Oh boy, just like the old days. If y'all want to wrestle up yourselves a Pagie, you'd be needing to collect 60 gems on my track before y'all reach the end. Okay. 60 is way more than 140. Do I need to know the controls? Not really. Probably wouldn't have hurt, though, to refresh myself. Alright, so what this is gonna boil down to is when we're close, making sure we get everything and crash on very little, and shooting if we need to shoot. So we've got 60. So as long as we don't crash into too many things, we should be fine. Or at 80. And I guess if we just don't get knocked off the edge. $91. That was really, really easy. Good. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get better at these before we get back to the one that was giving us trouble. Alright. And this is just going over here. And then over here. And then over here. So how do we get here? Oh, so we just had to talk to him. Oh, so I just had to talk to him. That was all that was. How are we doing here? 8 more Pagies. But still a lot of quillies. And these aren't particularly... I thought each of these areas, each one of those doorways might take me somewhere to a side section. But doesn't seem to be the case. Alright. Let's save ourselves some frustration and we'll just fly. We're also still looking for the last Ghost Rider. And we hear this whistling, and I assume that's another health energy. Good. And that stopped the whistling. So we get a glowing, tingling sound when it's a Pagie nearby, and a whistling when it's a health improvement nearby. Do we get anything when there's a quilly nearby? Doesn't seem like it. Because, yeah, I'm standing right next to it and not hearing anything. Let's fly up and see if there's anything we maybe missed. This game really hasn't hidden a bunch of things just in the air or on the side of buildings where you'd not be likely to find them. So, I suppose if we get really, really desperate, we'll start trying to collect all of the other things. This is interesting. I don't have a lot of spinning platforms in games. I don't think it would be particularly hard to program, and you just don't seem to do it. Grrr. Mr. Blowy gasping for a drink. Throat all dry from hard days puffing. Okay. So, he wants something. There we go. Grrr, water. Mr. Blowy can finally continue his job blowing air in a linear direction. Not much of a job, is it? Beats cleaning the streets. Okay. Where does this take us? Upward. That way, I guess, in case we needed that. Let's see. Not sure which way to go here. Seems like these guys are all over the place. I guess we'll stay tight to the building until it stops making sense to stay tight to the building. Yeah, where does this lead us? downward, inward. Yeah, we're going further in different directions. Yeah, I may just have to fly back up. And this is the last Ghost Rider in this area. Knock him twice. You kind of can get like 2 hits on him. There we go, we got them all. And apparently that gave us a Pagie. Okay. And I hear whistling. There's... Hello, I'm Nimbo, the world's big cloud. Hi Nimbo, I assume you're the guy to talk to about weather-related business. Smart lister. Nimbo transform world. Leak water stream below. Nimbo has a problem, not leaking. Right, well, right now. Nimbo been a bag of nerves since wife left him for that typhoon. Try and relax, Nimbo. Think of trickling waterfall or a running tap. No good. Lizard and bat cause stage fright. Perhaps visitors can help provide some stimulation. Come on then, Laylee. Let's help Nimbo release his water. As long as you wash your hands afterwards. Alright. So, Nimbo's going to change the world some more. I don't think that's really a problem. So we have fire, we have water, and we have ice. So this kind of feels like this is a... Alright, that opens a doorway. And if he starts flooding the world and changing things, I don't know how much that would really change, but let's see. So the logical solution would be to hit it with ice, but we'll see if water works. That vapor went straight through Nimbo. So yes, he did want me to use water, which now has flooded the area and changed it a little bit, just that race area. So I guess you couldn't really do that race anymore. And then the whistling has gone. The problem here is that there could just be several different passageways and paths. Alright. Yeah, it does feel like the race has just been slightly changed. And I guess I could talk to the plants if I transform again. It doesn't strike me as much as changed though, because of it being flooded. It just seems like it changed a slight bit. Alright, let's now go upward and see how this would play out on the upward path. Over here seems pretty empty. That was that puzzle area. I'm kind of wondering if maybe these shortcut paths were taking me up and then down and then up again. What the cloud didn't change though is it didn't really give me a Pagie. So yeah, there's just like 2 passageways. Feels like we went through both of those passageways. And then let's see. Here's something we missed. Hey, come and enjoy. Nope, we've come to collect you. Free me, you must complete this course by gliding through the hoops. Don't ask why, it's just the way we do things up here. Good luck and try not to look down. Alright. So there's no time limit even on this. This is gonna be super easy. Just need to make sure I collect everything so I don't have to run through this course twice. It would be nice if I had an invincibility tonic though, just in case I got hit. Oh, there's the loop. It's just land here. They could have used a little bit more breadcrumbing, 1 more quilly. They locked themselves into having 200 quillies in each level, where honestly, had they just said you need to collect up to 200 to get a Pagie, and there's over 200 in each level, there's plenty of places you could have put more quillies. And use those as breadcrumbs to point you towards more places you should go. Did we come out of this area? I don't think we did. So let's see where this goes. Feels like we were here before. Right, so then did we go down here? Inside the monument. Okay. So we know there's another way inside the monument. We don't know how to get there. Let's see. You know, I don't know where that would be, come to think of it. I mean, it kind of could be anywhere, inside this whole section. Could be way at the bottom, too. Is there more to this? No? I don't think there really is. Yeah, this whole area is just flooded for no reason. Let's see. We still don't know how to defeat this, so let's see if we can talk to the guy. No. If we're indestructible, what if we were there? Yeah, I have no clue. Let's see. This doesn't seem to do anything. That's not a move. That's not doing anything. That doesn't do anything. That really doesn't do anything. Like, everything I do to hit that. So, yeah, seriously game, what? I may have to just talk to the... Come to think of it, I may just have to talk to the plants to get a hint as to... Alright. Alright, so... I can't cheat myself into this area. That was that one collectible. Let's get up right here. You know what? I'm pretty sure there's probably something up here. Or maybe not. I thought the world would expand a lot more than it really did. Actually. Yeah, all of that being flooded really just makes the world feel a little bit more full. But honestly, as even a Kickstarter like element, that this was the big pitch that you were gonna sell your game on, that the worlds change a little bit. Mario 64 did that, so it's not anywhere as cool of an idea as I think they probably thought it was. Let's see. Oh, this thing is gonna kill me for sure. So, what would take me inside the monument? Would it be this? I bet it is. That would make the most sense, as this takes you inside the monument, and then there's a ability we didn't have before, because we have to sneak past the security gates, and then sneak past this, and then maybe sneak past that, and then we gotta boost through this, or come on. That doesn't break these. That doesn't break these. Fire breaks those. So, okay. We need to go invisible. We need to come over here. We need to eat this. And then melt with fire. These other ones don't break with that. They also don't break with the ground pound. They break with the explosive food. That's what they break with. So, there you go. Just fly over. When all else fails, push the wrong buttons. Oh, finally! We finally figured out how to defeat these guys. Well then, that's an interesting question. We gotta wait till all of our energy comes back. Does our energy come back any faster if we eat things? I don't think so. There we go. Let's just make sure we break as many things as possible before we lose our ability. So there's a tonic you get for killing 10 of these, and frankly I think this is the scenario where this is where you're supposed to have gotten that tonic. Okay. Is there any way to maybe move a little bit faster? Right, we can do this, of course. Alright. I got a few of them. What's the point of the snow thing? To hit, I guess, that switch, which then opens a shortcut. Alright. So then we can roll our way this way. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go into aim mode and, well, we'll try that again. I guess in this case we'll just have to go into aim mode. So you come over here, move. Actually, I think the trick is easier than that. Yeah, I don't think that's what they really want me to do. I think what they want me to learn is that if you just shoot through these slotted areas here, you can hit it just fine that way. Nice, you unlocked a new tonic. Come and pay me a visit. Alright. So I'm gonna eat that, come this way, roll this way, roll this way, and collect the Pagie. But I can totally guarantee you, getting the explosive ability and bringing it all the way to the other side of the map is not a realistic thing that's gonna happen. Let's see, we have a rainbow, but it kind of just meets in the middle there, and I can't really see where it would be otherwise. We might be kind of stuck as it is because there's really not a lot left. So where would that explosive plant be? It would have to be somewhere nearby. Hidden in some corner. Somewhere where you could find it, but only if you really knew what you were looking for. Alright. Alright. Seriously, don't make me die. I'm going the wrong direction. A Mario long jump would be really nice for a section like this, particularly if it was extremely generous on how little damage it gave you when you fell. We do have the ability to drink a tonic, and that tonic would then, or use a tonic to avoid hurting ourselves. Interesting. There is an indication that there's another collectible. I see. So was that what was whistling at me? Seems like it was. Alright. So it seems to me like, yes, if you are the only collectible in a certain distance, and it happens to be a quilly, they will still they will do the whistle, but only if it's the only collectible in a certain distance. If it's not the only collectible, then it seems like it's a little bit more brutal. Seriously? You know what, just forget it. Just hit the stupid sign and make more of the bridge. And hit this part of the sign and we'll just run. How about that? Instead of dealing with these annoying enemies. Right. Right. Alright, I died, but I got it, so that's good enough progress for me. Let's look at our totals here. Now, we have 3 more quillies and 3 more Pagies. So, we know where one of the Pagies is. The question now becomes, in this entire area, where are those last 3 quillies and where are the other 2 Pagies? I don't think I've ever been down on this platform. So I wouldn't be surprised if the last 3 quillies were in this area. Nope. Absolutely nothing. So I better get up here relatively quick. You still need way more energy, and when you run out of energy, the recharge is still way too slow. So yeah. It's kind of a problem. Right. Let's kind of assume it's not here. The water has to be something, doesn't it? So, what would the water have changed otherwise? nothing here. I would assume we would have gotten the sound effect if there was something. I thought maybe these would be something, but if they were something, they never really proved to be anything. Let's see. See, I may just have to get to the top of places. And I may just have to work my way down areas and see if I hear anything. But with every fall, I'm also hurting myself. I guess the question boils down to how close do I have to be for there to be, for the jingle to play. Do I hear the jingle right now in the distance, or am I just hallucinating that? This game does not have like a 3D audio or setup, not something that accurate. Let's see. I mean, we could try this coming this direction. Oh, so pretty much anything kills these. Alright, good to know. So, is this a combination lock that we have to do? So here's the first one. And then, where's the second one? So we didn't really need to do them all. Is that it? No. Is that it? No. Is that it? That's the second one. That's the third one. Alright. That one. These aren't resetting, so this will be relatively quickly to do. Where is it? There. And there. There we go. So any kind of firepower will destroy the laser things, which helps. But we are in a weird position now. Let's talk to her. And this is pretty much all we can do right now. So we just unlocked Peekaboo which would allow our invisibility to last longer. Helium probably just changes the voice. This butter 3 probably just increases your health or something. Ghost Riders will get that. Underwater enemies, we should do that in the next level. And yeah, in 2 levels we'll get that done. As for athlete, I have no idea what that requires, but I assume it probably involves beating these guys. Oh, what a shame, my truck is too wet. If you see my uncle, you could dry him out for me. Oh, okay. So right now the track is wet. If I go back and hit him with a different element, he'll do something different. Alright, let's see how this works. Ice. So that's a little bit different. Nobody relieved to get that out. Nimbo's relieved to get that out. Alright. So now everything turns into ice. Okay. Well, look at that. I don't know what dumb luck that was, but I just landed on the switch. But it's a switch we've already done. So maybe there's an ice race, or maybe we'll just have to run the entire track 3 different times and just walk around it and see what it changes. Let's see. My racetrack, it's rock solid. That's probably something to do with the cold we gave your guy. Oh, a strong cumulative nimbus like him will just be fine. Let's say we take advantage and have ourselves a nice race. Alright. Go on then, we're not afraid of icy track conditions, especially when I won't be the one touching the floor. Alright. So there is a secondary race. 1 lap, first through all the gates, let's go. That didn't work. And if I'm gonna get a straight shot and cheat here, I'm gonna have to really get good at doing the straight shots and cheating instead of crashing. Like this honestly seems like it would have been easier just to roll. Yeah, this would have been just easier to roll. So let's just try it again. I know we're going late here, and we're still gonna have a couple of things we have to do. Clearly. But, yeah. 1 lap, first through all gates wins. Come on. Need to get the butterflies too. Even though I do have more energy than usual. Jumped way too early. Yep, this feels like this is gonna take a couple of attempts. So we'll have to do this race next recording. Alright, let's go now. See, if we had honey, that might help us, but it probably wouldn't. I think I just have to be better. I think the ice race is just way more difficult. Alright. So, there are 2 more Pagies, one of which we almost certainly are getting right now, and 3 more Quillies left in this area. Now, when we get to Glitter Glaze Glacier, there's a ton more stuff to do. But, yeah, I think we're on the right path. I don't think there's really there's going to be anything that's too problematic. We just may run into things that are a little bit challenging. It's still very weird that we only have 62 out of 145 pages, so we're going to start collecting them, I think, like crazy in the later levels. But we do have 642 of 1,000 Quillies, but then the last 3 in any level might be a nightmare to find, and the ability to hear secrets is only so useful. Come to think of it, there is a tonic that would make our rolling last much longer, and that would make this race easier. So that's what we should use. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.